Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I will solve some past paper questions of angle properties. So you can see this is the topic geometry, and I will solve all the related questions of angle properties. So we will start from question number 4. The diagram shows a triangle drawn between a pair of parallel lines. Find the values of x and the value of y. So we have to check that which property we can use here. We can see here z angle. If the lines are parallel, we can see z angle. So if this angle is x, this will also be x. It means that this angle and this angle, these two angles will be same. But for this, first of all, we should know this angle. For this, we should know this one angle. So how we will find this one angle? By subtracting 120 from 180, 180 minus 120, and that is 60. It means this angle is 60. So if this is 60, x will also be 60 by you can say alternate angles or z angles. So x will also be 60. Okay, so now we have to find y. Okay, so how to find y now? For this, first of all, we should know the second one angle, that is this one. So we will say we will find this angle with the same method. 180 minus 140, 180 minus 140, that is 40. So 180 minus 140 is 40. It means this angle is 40. So if this angle is 40, we can find y angle easily by angle sum of triangle property. Angle sum of triangle is equal to 180, 40 plus 60 plus y is equal to 180, 100 plus y is equal to 180. So y is equal to 180 minus 100, that is 80. So y is 80. So this is the way how we can solve this question by using different properties. So in this question we have used alternate angle property and angle sum of triangle property. We have used here one more property, that is angles on a line. So angles on a line means sum of angles on a line is equal to 180 degree. But angles should be joined, like these sum of these two angles should be is equal to 180. Sum of these two angles should be is equal to 180. So let's do next question. Question number 5. AB is equal to BC and ABT is a straight line. Find the value of x. So how we will find the value of x? So you can see here isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle is the property of isosceles triangle is that its two sides are equal and their its base angles are also equal. So if these two sides are equal, what are its base angle? Its base angles are A and this one x. So what are actually the base angles? If these two sides are equal, their base angles will be these two. So what we will do here? We will first of all we will find this angle. We can find this one angle. So how? By subtracting 50 from 180 angles on a line property, by using angles on a line property. Property name is angles on a line is equal to 180. So it means sum of angles on a line is equal to 180 degree. So 180 minus 50 is equal to 130. It means this is 130. So if this is 130, we can find the remaining two angles of isosceles triangle. How? By angle sum of triangle, by the property angle sum of triangle is equal to 180. So if this is a x, this will also be x. So it means x plus 130 is equal to 180. 2x plus 130 is equal to 180. 2x is equal to 180 minus 30, 130, 50, and that's equal to 50 by 2 is 25. So this is the way how we will solve this question. So x is actually 25. So this is isosceles, which is x isosceles triangle. We can see this one. This is isosceles triangle. So because this line means these two lines means that these two sides are equal. If these two lines are given in any triangle, it means this triangle is isosceles triangle, and we can use here the properties of isosceles triangles. That the base angles of that triangles are equal. Now we will do question number 7. Triangle ABC is isosceles. Angle ABC is equal to 32. AB is equal to AC. Find angle BAC. We have to find here triangle BAC. It means this angle we have to find. So again, this is isosceles triangle. If this is its base angles are B and C, angle B and angle C, because these two sides are equal. So its base angles will be this one and this one. So if this is 32, this will also be 32, and now we can use angle sum of triangle property, that 32 plus 32 plus angle A is equal to 180 degree. So 64 plus angle A is equal to 180. Angle A is equal to 180 minus 64, and that is 116. So BAC, you can say angle BAC or angle A is equal to 116. So we have used here isosceles triangle property. Question number 12. In question number 12, the diagram shows an isosceles triangle ABC with AB is equal to AC, and these two are straight lines. LCM is parallel to AB. Angle ACL is equal to 56. We have to find here x and y. Here we can see uh, alternate angles. I can see this Z here. Isosceles triangle, we can also see here isosceles triangle, but first of all, as no angle of isosceles triangle is given to you, so we have to find its angle with any other property. So we can see here Z angle, or you can say alternate angles. So if this angle is 56, that angle will also be 56. So isosceles triangle, now we can see here isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle's property is that its base angles are equal. So this is isosceles triangle. So it means if B is x, this angle will also be x. So how we will solve it? 56 plus x is equal to 180. 56 plus 2x is equal to 180. 2x is equal to 180 minus 56. 2x is equal to 124 and x is equal to 124 by 2. 2 6 are 12, 2 2 the 4, x is equal to 62. So it means x is 62. So one more z angle I can see here, like this one. This is one more z. So if this angle is, if this x is 62, this angle will also be 62. So by using angles on the straight line property, now we can find angle y. So we can see this straight line. This is a straight line. So it is also given in the question that BCN is a straight line. So what we can do here, 180 minus 62, that is 118. So this is the way how we can solve this question. We have used here alternate angle properties. We have used here angle sum on a line, and we have used here isosceles angle property, isosceles triangle property. So these are the properties that we have used here. Okay, 118. Question number 13. The diagram shows two parallel lines PAQ and SBCT. ABC is equal to AC and angle QAC is equal to 43. Find the value of X. So again, isosceles triangle is given here. So what we can do, we can apply here alternate angles property. First of all, we can apply here alternate angles, like if you can see here Z. So if this is 43, this will also be 43. So now we can find the remaining angles of isosceles triangle. If this is 43, this will also be 43 by the isosceles triangle property. So if this is 43, we can easily find x by angle sum of triangles property. So x plus 43 plus 43 is equal to 180. X plus 86 is equal to 180. X is equal to 180 minus 86, that is 94. So 94 is the final answer. Next, question number 15. In the diagram, AB is a straight line. Find the value of x and the value of y. So straight line, if the straight line is given to you, it means that we can use any straight line property here. So angle sum of a line is also called straight line property. So how we can use here straight line property? We can see this straight line. This is a straight line. So these are angles 120 and x. It means 120 plus x should be equal to 180. X is equal to 180 minus 120. X is equal to 60. It means this angle is 60 by the straight line property or angle sum on a line property. X is 60. Now x is 60 and one other triangle, angle of a triangle is given to you. You can easily find the third angle of that triangle by the angle sum of the triangle property. Like 80 plus 60 plus y is equal to 180. 140 plus y is equal to 180. Y is equal to 180 minus 140 and y is equal to 40. So y is 40. So we have used here straight line property or angle sum on a line property, and we have used here angle sum of a triangle property. Also we have used, okay, we have just used here these two properties. Okay, question number 17. The diagram shows a straight line intersecting two parallel lines. Find the value of P and the value of Q. So here we can see here C. If you can see here C shape. So what is the property of C shape? Supplementary angles property. Like this angle, you can say that A. You can suppose it as A. So A plus P is equal to 180 degree. This is supplementary angles property. So how we can find P first? If we will find P, we can easily find Q as well. So if this is 70, it means that we can easily find P by angle sum on a line property. So 180 minus 70 is equal to P. You can also write here P plus 70 is equal to 180. So P is equal to 180 minus 70, and P is equal to 110. How we will find Q? First of all we will find A, then we can easily find Q. So we will find angle A by supplementary angles property. So A plus P is equal to 180. A plus 110 is equal to 180. A is equal to 180 minus 110. A is equal to 70. So if A is equal to 70, Q is also 70 by X property. So Q is also 70. Vertically opposite property. So we have used here um, supplementary angles property and vertically opposite angles property. And we have used here supplementary angles properties. And also we have used here angle sum on a line property for finding P. So these three properties we have used here. Okay. Question number 18. Three angles in a triangle are 5x, 6x and 7x. Find the value of x. This is very easy question. We can find the value of x by angle sum of a triangle property. 5x plus 7x plus 6x is equal to 180. 18x is equal to 180. X is equal to 180 over 18. So x is equal to 10. 19 question. Find the value of A. Okay. We can see a Z here, like these two lines are parallel, so we can see this Z. So it means that this angle will also be 67. If this angle will be 57, what's about this one angle? This angle will be 180 minus 67, and that is 113. So this will be 113. So we got two angles of a triangle. So we can easily find the third one. by angle sum of a triangle property. A plus 113 plus 42 is equal to 180. A plus 155 is equal to 180. A is equal to 180 minus 155, and A is equal to 25. 25 is the final answer. So we have used here alternate angles property, that is Z property, Z angles property, and we have used here angle sum on a line property, and we have used here angle sum of a triangle property. 20 question also we have to use here isosceles triangle. We can see this is an isosceles triangle because these two similar lines are given to you. It means that these two angles will be equal. If this is an isosceles triangle, then angle A and angle C will be equal. So how to solve it? If this will be x, this should also be x. So x plus 44 is equal to 180 by angle sum of a triangle property. 2x plus 44 is equal to 180. 2x is equal to 180 minus 44, and 2x is equal to 136. X is equal to 136 over 2, 68. So 68 will be the final answer. Okay. So we have used here just isosceles triangle properties. That is that angle that the base angles of isosceles triangle will be equal, and also we have used here angle sum of a triangle property. Okay, 21 question. Triangle ABC is isosceles and AC is parallel to BD. Find the value of A and the value of B. So here we can see that these two lines are parallel. So if these two lines are parallel and this line is intersecting these two parallel lines, it means that we can see this Z. This is a Z. So if that is 40, B will also be 40. So B is 40, simple. How to find A? By using isosceles triangle, we can see this is an isosceles triangle. ABC is an isosceles triangle. So what we will do, if C is 40 and B is A, so this will also be A because base angles of an isosceles triangle will be equal. So what we will do here, 40 plus A is equal to 180. 40 plus 2A is equal to 180. 2A is equal to 180 minus 40. 2A is equal to 140 and A is equal to 140 over 2, 70. So 70 is the value of A. So we have used here alternate angles property like Z property and isosceles triangle property and angle sum of a triangle property. Question number 22. This is also very easy. We can see that this one is, these two lines are parallel, so we can see this Z. So it means that if if this angle is 47, this will also be 47. 47 is the answer. 24 question. Okay, so in the diagram ABF is parallel to EDC. Angle EDA is equal to 37. Angle ADB is a right angle and BC is equal to BD. Find the value of X, Y and Z. So we have to find the values of X, Y and Z. We can see here isosceles triangle. So first of all, we can see here a Z angle, this one, because this line and this line are parallel. So if these two lines are parallel, the Z will be between these two lines. So if that angle is 37, it means that this one also be 37. Okay. So after that, what we have to do, if 37 is given to you, we can see that this angle is 90, this is 37. We can find this one by angle sum on a line, or you can say straight line property. So 37 plus 90 plus, you can say, this is, you can suppose it as, this is A, angle A. So A is equal to 180. Angle sum on a straight line. This is a straight line. We can see this is a straight line property. Straight line property we are using here. Okay. So 37 plus 90, 127 plus A is equal to 180. A is equal to 180 minus 127, and A is equal to 53. So it means this angle is 53. So if this angle is 53, angle C will also be 53 by isosceles triangle property. This will also be 53. So if that is 53, we can easily find angle Z by angle sum of a triangle property. So 53 plus 53 plus angle Z is equal to 180. 106 plus angle Z is equal to 180. Angle Z is equal to 180 minus 106, and that is 74. So angle Z is 74 and angle X is 37. So what's about Y? We can easily find angle Y by angle sum of a triangle property. So 37 plus 90 plus Y should be is equal to 180. So we can also find it directly. We can also find it by alternate angles. We can see this Z. Let me highlight it. We can see this Z. So if that is 53, it means this will also be 53. So this is the way how you can find it directly. So we have used here alternate angles property, we have used here isosceles triangle property, we have used here straight line property. So these all are the properties that we have used here. The 26th question. So as we can see that it is these two angles that are given, they are under C shape, like we can see this C shape. So I told you a property that C shapes make supplementary angles, like we can use here supplementary angles property. Sum of these two angles will be is equal to 180. 124 plus x is equal to 180. X is equal to 180 minus 124, and x is equal to 180 minus 124 is 56. So 56 will be the answer. So we have used here supplementary angles property, and supplementary angles property, angles will make the shape, C shape, sorry. 35 question. So all of you can see that these all angles are on one point. So if angles will be on one point, we have to use the property angle sum at a point is equal to 360. Angle sum at a point, or you can say angles on a point. You can also say angles on a point property. Angles on a point is equal to 360. Angles on a point or always is equal to 360 degree. 59 plus x plus 163 should be is equal to 360, and x plus 222 is equal to 360. X is equal to 360 minus 222, and that is 138. So this is the answer. So let's do, we have used here angles on a point property. Okay, 36 question. We have to find here a and b, the values of a and b. So here also we can see isosceles triangle, and first of all we can see that uh, angles on a straight line property we can use first. So angles on a straight line means that if we will subtract 127 from 180, we will get this angle. So 180 minus 127 is 53. So it means this angle is 53. This is 53. If this is 53, this angle will also be 53 by isosceles triangle property, that its base angles are same. So if these two angles are calculated, we can find easily angle A by angle sum of a triangle property. So 53 plus 53 plus angle A should be is equal to 180. So 106 plus A is equal to 180. A is equal to 180 minus 106. A is equal to 74. So A is 74. So now we can easily find B, because we can see here a Z angle. We can see this Z angle. This is a Z. So it means that if this is 53, this angle, this whole angle will also be 53. So it means that we will subtract angle A from 53, sorry, 127. It means that we have to subtract it 127. The total angle will be 127. Let me remove it. This angle 127 angle 127, and this angle will be equal. So if that is 127, this angle will also be 127. So we will subtract angle A from 127 and we will get angle B. So 127 minus 74 is equal to 53. So angle B is 53. This whole angle is 127 and angle B is 53. Angle A is 74. So 53, A is 74 and B is 53. Okay, so that's it. You can solve remaining questions by yourself. I hope you have understand that topic. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends and please subscribe my channel. If you have any question, you can ask from me. Thank you for watching. Allah Hafiz.